Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. I am Magican, and last time we had this Bradox Rex, but again, we do have a chest that I'm not sure about at all. That's why I've blown all this poison away. There's this thingy here, and it looks like there's a seal on it. It looks like a lock. Okay, well, let's look here. You can actually go really low. This looks like a magic lock, like you have to have something magical. I did try to shoot at it, but that was not the right. Maybe you should need something. Let's see. Yeah. I am actually not sure. Invert stone. Oh, that's the one. Because we are not wholly up in health, then we can just take that. And we did get that one. And we took all the vases. Oh, that's actually... Oh, that's empty. Okay, let's talk to that rat there. Maybe he knows or she knows something we have not seen before or heard.
What am I going to do in this madhouse? I ought to be serving my king in Hunter's Edge.
A king in Hunter's Edge? They have a rat king in Hunter's Edge. Nothing here. Oh, a small little thing there. Yeah, let's just... Let's go to North Gate. We did get experience, but not as much as we need. Maybe we can go and say to the Selenia here.
Baking like a cake.
Come on, move it. Up here. And she's right here.
Divines doubly bless you, friend.
Concern
I shall
the
be very
Legion.
glad to share what information I can get by all
Expedition.
means.
Old
For
Church.
2 years, all news has been bad news. And still, I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter, my legionnaires.
What?
So I did. The chances of survival during these This. Hope breaks through after. To think.
Oh!
Your dead, Hunter.
I thought that was not new.
Too. Brachus Rex is dead, and no one but you could have done this glorious deed.
Oh, come on, I should have read that text. I just thought there was old text. I thought, okay, you do not get anything. But we got 13,500 experience, and we got the thing here, the achievement as I hoped for. That's the one I really hope for. I like achievements, sneaking. That's okay, bow there. I was just too fast there, but I really thought that was the same. Chain lightning scroll, look at that. That's not bad.
Lieutenant Selena. Now and that is exact.
Okay.
Salutations. I shall be very glad. By all means.
We
What?
did do all this.
For 2 years. Still, I thank you for telling me. So I did. The chances of survival during
Yeah,
these.
okay, that's a little bit sad. I would like that.
Greetings.
Let's talk with her.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Yeah, strength 1. But we actually got strength 1 also on 15. Fire resistance, nothing really. But 50 is not that much, but still much better than nothing. I think we have not seen anything here. Okay, let's see what the Legion says to this.
You think that's funny, Private?
The master here, the captain.
Ah, the sword. So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Luculla Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagrams? By Belagar's Nevers. Sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either. Though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Seal is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? So, he wants you to kill that savage.
Yeah, we
As
have
I
no proof there.
Whom would you have the Legion arrest? If you might. What'd you take me for? We may well No, I don't see how I heard. Yes. I'd say they're looking for. We are the pride of River.
Okay, he is tired of being here. You can hear in his voice. Does not want to be here. Let's see if there's anything good here. Learned. Let's accept that. Nothing here. Let's try him again. Where is he? Where are you at? Oh, look. There's nothing. We are not stealing anymore. Nice. We are actually, he said also, everything I can do to help you.
Nothing
Yeah,
but rubbish.
But then I still have to pay. But that's actually quite nice. You actually get his friendship, and then you can get a lot of goods. I need the money for our quest here. Magical unlock scroll. What the place is that? Unlocked a magical locked door or container. What? Can that be used for... I've never seen this before. It's green even. Maybe that's... But it's a light green. The rest is normally the color of the things there. In the other... there's a trap sap spell in Bart's Tale where you can just cast that. We do not need the rogue for that. Maybe this is a little bit different. You can get scrolls. Maybe you can get a book with it and then you just cast it all the time. I'm not sure, but 100% chance to unlock. I like this scroll. Actually, I really like that scroll. So let's see. The secret of the volume 2. The absence of the gods. Ink pot. I think I will let the rest stay here. Invisibility. extra goods. Yeah, he has nothing here. But that's quite funny that we can have this. I think we just keep it a little bit down on the edge there. Oh, look at that. We have 69.95 out of 270. So we are actually reached our storage there.
Those folks would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
But what is the experience now? It's 65,000. Still a lot to go there.
Attention!
Still need a better bow for her.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally getting a hand.
85.
Things is chaos.
Try to sell something.
Wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harry's by the dozens.
There we go, 80.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies, size seals ever. If you've got a favourite sheep,
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing.
Whoa, look at that
Fortunately
bow
for
here.
you, my
70 to
homebrew
120.
tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood
That
for
is
something
insane.
a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls
Look at
might
that.
give your system just the shock it needs.
We do not get hit points, but that is insane. That's just 40 more.
let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
We can use this a lot sooner than this. 9 in dex. Let's just go and see what she got.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison?
You got
Get to
nothing.
the point.
Nothing at all.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Blacksmithing. Okay, let's go and buy that one. But I just need to have a little bit more on the boots. Oh, that's something we have not identified yet. Okay, that's probably because it's, I forgot it, but it's still pretty bad.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Bartering.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see, what do we have on boots? Okay, actually we are still wearing bartering boots. We forgot to put the right on.
Wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
And I think the rights is these guys. Wow, crazy.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty
But now the
fire
price is
spell to dry
17.22.
those vapors?
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
That's fine. This one, Bracker's two-handed axe. Maybe I will just save these things here, even that they're... Oh, that's pretty heavy.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's
42.
tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches are only hours from the sea.
Pickpocketing, bartering.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
That one. That one, that one. That one.
Fresh habit. Perfect for fire.
Buffalo amulet. Prize from a large sculpture.
Paint a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Okay, we do not have anything more to sell.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man.
What's
with many
that?
cheeses.
Water resistant. Yeah, I've saved these for because they do not weigh enough. Weigh a lot, and
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish.
we do have a chance to do something good here. But
Let's see.
let's do that, and let's look.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Where's that bow? There we go. And
Join
then
the
the
Spud
feet.
Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours from the sea.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps.
And remove
wrestling
empty.
earth
That looks good.
elemental will inject some vim
And now
into
look at the
your
weight.
routine.
We just got a big
Let's see.
load
Halibut,
removed there. Oh,
cheese,
we need to get rid of that one too, right? It's epic, but still we cannot use it at all.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange,
There we go.
yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Paint a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
And let's see how good that is. She has 73 to 126. 73 to 100. What?
Man with many cheeses.
73 to 126. 73 to 176. That is insane. That is insane. Armor rating.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
We do not need that bow anymore. That's too low level, and that will never go. Even with the hit points, it's still it's the same, but it's only 15% with the other one. Let's just sell this. No.
big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harry's by the cousins.
That's a kilo only.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Okay, that was good. And this is red. So I did not take everything in from his different area there. I just took a little. But we still lack some. Let's look at the lock here. We still have some locks. London Scourge. Cassandra.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Let's see. Halibut.
Discovered that Ebenezer used to talk to the cat that brought a ship. Perhaps the cat is still alive. We met Ghost there.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harry's by the cousins.
Desolate Farm. So let's go there and see if there's something here we can get. It's raining here. I actually feel the cold already. But let's just move and see if there's something we can get here still. But maybe you can unlock that with that scroll, but I'm not going to use that scroll right now to that chest. I just have to remember there's a chest down there. And why is that? Because if I use it, I cannot see what we got. So I want to see what do we have. And can we replicate them or do anything like that? I am not sure. No, it does not seem like there's any cat down here. Let's go to End of Time. We've not been there a long time. Maybe we can see something there.
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting
Okay.
you. You found another starstone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know.
All right, I buy it. How can you tell me we found another starstone?
Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend.
Okay.
Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery.
What have you discovered through your new portal here?
You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you?
Of course.
No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, the...
What is it?
No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to do that, but let's just see what he has to say.
I have seen the void.
Oh, how is that?
Follows
I
my
wonder who
vision.
awakes.
Okay, to the halls or something.
What an impressive room! So it is. A hall fit for kings.
Okay, let's talk. Oh, not her. Him.
You. It cannot be you.
I start.
But it can only be you. The guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me.
What?
But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate.
Okay, what's
that it
going on
has
here?
come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me. The
Hall.
fiend.
You unlock the Hall of Heroes. If you dismiss your companion, they will come here to rest. Okay.
As I prayed they would. Could they save me yet?
Okay, she just disappeared. Agent Diary. My friend and ally, the war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable. A fact, a certainty. One might say that these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts. But if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you have been absent lately. It goes without saying. I prefer to see you by my side. We shall meet again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. Okay. Thank you for that. A general tale. A new quest. Is this something I can take without any problem? Yeah, it is. But I'm sure I'm going to do that. Reach the wheel. Okay, that's something going on here. Ah, that's a new place where we can go.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger?
New
Stealthy
people we can hire.
pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire.
See what you got for hire.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never does well to sour one batch in sight of the other.
Okay, so he can... Another diary here. In victory, life are taken on real turn, my fellow general. Everywhere I go, it seems I'm revered, not unlike a god. People feel grace when I look at them in the eye, considering it's a blessing. Children try to touch my hand or sleep, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of it all is staggering. Above all, I wish I had more time to myself, some more needed peace of mind now that the peace is finally in sight. Peace of mind. The closing of the coffin was seared into my sight. The dull thought of stone on stone echoes still. You may relish in combat still, but I have lost all appetite for carnage. Okay, we get a lot of these stones information here. And a letter too. esteemed generals, all of Rivendell thanks you. All of Rivendell, your death gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even that they had thought all was lost, the world was to meet its end, but you turned the tide. Many has fallen, so very, very many, and I know you have suffered a great personal loss as well. No general that I sympathize deeply, so let us meet in the halls of Hago heroes, both to celebrate and to remember, to honor the living and to honor the dead. Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of the Faroe. Righteous king. Why always sign righteous? Okay, you just sit there. Oh, there's some bookshelves, but there's nothing in them. Oh, no. Okay, that was just a new room.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Yeah.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and
Let's talk about the
tales
rooms
I
now.
see. All will I tell.
I met a strange woman in one of the rooms. Can you tell me about
She
her?
is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You
Yeah.
have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
I discovered a great hall beyond one of the portals. Can you tell me
The
about
threads
that?
tell me that once, oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a word. Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor,
What?
a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how
Okay.
can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads, more threads we need.
Okay.
Ask, and I shall answer. If I can. I think that
I think we have taken all of this, right?
Suddenly new threads in these starstones. Please, seek them so that, alas,
I think we have spoken with all this.
Starstone. Quite so. I
Let's
do
just
not,
make
but
sure.
Chance, I'm... And yet, what it is, I reside in another realm. I am,
Yeah,
but perhaps
we have seen
am
that
I
before.
the beginning? In the drift of... Except, it seems.
Yeah, that's nothing. Let's talk with...
Tell me, O Weaver. I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. But certain... Oh,
I think we
my
have everything
task,
here
you
in
see,
control of
to
that.
my great... Oh, but that's not such mad to be out. But of course it's handy. Oh, that'll... I'm my own wizard, by all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous
League with
to
the
us
Orcs.
because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy.
Okay,
And
I've seen
what
that
might
before.
those be? What? What? So a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline.
They
and
got
the
4
engineering
again?
skills
Can
of a
that
human.
really be?
You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
No, that scroll I cannot get again.
I have the last test. The last test. The last test. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I
okay.
do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters.
Exciting here. No idea what that is.
Ah, the Starstone seek for now. I will, in the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to
Okay,
in the
that's a
Hall
new
of
one.
Heroes
She
during
seemed to
your
recognize us
previous
all
visit.
and called our guardians and said she was deceived us and that we deceived her in turn.
Deceive. Desert. Your words, they ring a distant bell, but they are but pieces of the puzzle. And yet, could she be? But
She
no,
thought.
hold your chattering tongue, Zigzags. You promised you wouldn't hazard any guesses, and you'll stick to your word. You
Okay.
have my thanks, friends, for indulging me. A new portal has opened, and no doubt you are as curious as I am to find out what lies beyond. Let's go and take a look.
Oh, a new one. But I just...
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
That's the second one.
Friends of the Vault.
Whoa!
It is true. She told me she had seen you. Yet never would I have believed her delusions until here, now. They manifest before me. You have become undeniable. The scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous, irrefutably so. But oh, how low you have fallen. Look at what you have become. What were stars have become moribund embers. You are to be pitied.
That demon.
And none too friendly either.
Nope. But let's follow it. I need to just move away. Whoa, what's going on here?
This chest, I know it to be mine. But how?
Okay, that sounds pretty spooky. Let's look. This is a little bit spooky. Do we have amnesia or something? Probably seen that before. That's a feather, another feather, ink pot, another gold. Another diary. My friend and ally, frustration is raging through me like a sweetening fever. Damn these politicians, they infuriate me so to no end. And what do I care? The war is almost won. That victory is certain. As long as a single enemy still draws blood, I will not shed my sword. Okay, he will not do. I will hunt and I will stack and I will kill. I will do what I do best. All the rest is cowardice and diplomacy is the tool of the weak. Blind that simply cannot see they weren't there at the end. Okay, that sounds a little bit too much too. Maybe it gets infuriated. I know, I understand the situation, but we also have to think of the peace. What's this? Whoa! You can change your character. What? I can change if I have something I do not like? What is going on here? Okay, that is crazy. If there's some skill I do not like, if there's something it sounds like it, nice. That's actually one I should not have. I like this one, what a rush. This then decreases anyone's attitude towards you by 25, but melee opponent will find you less attractive in combat. I think that one is... I do not care about that one. Gives gives you 4 extra recovery action point. That's a lot of things here. I have not used a lot of these skills to make sure that I did do it right. You can actually change it. Maybe you can only change some of it, but this looks really good. Maybe I should not have wand and dual wielding. That's 2 levels. That's a lot of things to reconsider. Oh. Let's take another character like her.
It seems I can't use this right now. It seems I can't use this right now.
What about him?
It seems I can't use this right now.
What about myself then? Oh, I can also do it. Can it be that it's only the main characters that can do this and not the rest? That sounds pretty good. And then it's really important you get the right skills on the right characters. Nice. But I would like to have removed non-magical attacks by 50 against opponents with slow, crippled, or knockdown. Arrow recovery, that's good, but there's some skills here. Weaponry, no, that's fine. Defense, yeah, I think the skills here is right. But okay, that's good to know. Probably good to know. Let's take the next. My fellow Dwayne, I understand your frustration through the plague. All this tin cursed, all these explanations, to hell with them. To be a ruler, it's like being a queen of a beehive. Nobility, ambassadors, citizens, clergy, they scurry around me in endless numbers, buzzing, pleading, begging, hanging on to every word of my word, mindless. I spent my life in halls and chambers, the light of day almost in memory. I long for the hills, for the fields, the quiet and solitude of the wild. Couldn't I simply leave it all behind? Okay, that is an expensive book. And now we took it. It was not that expensive anymore. Volume 2, he who smells it. Volume 2, smells it. Volume 3, he who smells... What? He who smells it, Volume 2. But that's also... Oh, now that's 18.2. Because we read it, then it's not worth anything. Good question. Worth nothing. Oh, we can go up here and out here. That's nothing. What does the map say? We have actually reached. Empty. Antlers.
What am I doing? This isn't my chest, and I know it.
This chest? I know it to be mine, but how?
Okay. So we all are here. We know it's this. Okay, let's read this letter here. Honored General, I would like to raise my personal concern of mine, if I may be so bold. Your prowess in combat is unmatched, your lust for warfare unrivaled. No one doubts this. That prowess served us well. It saved the very world. But now that the enemy has been vanquished, but for a few strangling legions, it's really necessary to personally command our army still. I know your presence inspires our troops, but I worry that any enemy spear or arrow may find you yet. Just like with permission, the enemy has found another general before. To lose you now will devastate nations. My advice would you to exercise caution now that that peace is almost upon us and our total victory inevitable. There is no need anymore for such ferocious heroes. We no longer have the need of you as a general. We need of you as a statesman. Please finger that. Signed, Harold Sigmundsson, Duke of Orca. Okay. Statesman. Yeah, but he's not a statesman. Does not sound like he's a statesman at all. Does not like those things. Okay. I think we have reached what is in this room here. Let's go back again and take the portal back.
You both puzzle and delight me, Sir Ahu.
Good to see you on the shelter plate. Most certainly.
Okay, what can you tell me about this? Seems to back.
Yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather news. So you have the inner chamber. The tapestry has shown me that these were the personal quarters of the gods chosen two.
Okay.
They lived lives of opulent luxury. A well-deserved return for services rendered against the onslaught of demons and dark champions.
Sounds like it's us.
Void. They are yours now. The chosen two anew. Like you, she is a mystery. Like the imp said to the ballista.
Okay, I think we have done this.
Like from what I can ruins. Oh, I don't know, but of course.
I don't think we have anything like this.
We may not have lonesome. Well, yeah, perhaps you can. Are you? But if she has, I fear she may be in grave danger indeed.
Oh, we have something. I have update to your progress as defeated Brax Rex and the ancient king raised from the grave by members of the sect.
Scallywags! They are diluting Starstone with blood magic. Vile fiends! This sect, it must be stopped. Their adulteration of Starstone could hamper our efforts to undo the boy. You have to trace this sect back to the very pit.
Okay, so it's not done yet.
Bloodstone. The horror. Magic as dark as this. It feeds the void where we seek to starve it.
Okay, nice to know.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave, and she is one.
I think I've done this already.
The threads I can click, but how can this? Can the duty? Never did you waver.
He's here.
Source Hunter, welcome. And what might? What? What? Oh, so the spot. By all means.
Okay, let's just go back. To that road there, as that's what we are. Let's look here.
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
And that's nothing. Let's just follow this. But we should be... Silver Forest, that should be where we should be now. There we go. No fights at all here. Just moving around. Searching. Okay, we can find the silver in there and then... Let's see what we can do here in this area. Oh, what's this? Rock, earth, elementals. Evil. There we go. Seems like that's a little fight here. $69. That is not a lot. That is earth elementals. That is pretty poor. Frozen. We can froze stone. Nice. Okay, I did not hit it right, and then I just lost it. Okay. That poison heals them or something like that. Okay, what are you doing? Warm. So it does not like water. Rage. Let's get this one first. And this one. Nice. Nice. Okay, thank you for the poison. That is the best unit you can give poison. You're just healing us. We like this. Our undead guys, thank you for this. Whoa, 102. Whoa, 129 stone. That is good. Does not like air. Okay, freezing field. There we go. Explosion of poison. What? They actually got hit there.
I'll write my next tale in your blood.
Yeah, but I like this. You can see you cannot die. I can just resurrect and put another. What is going on here? Okay. Now all is blessed. Come on.
My turn through the gauntlet? With pleasure.
There we go. Let's try a little bit of disease. That failed, but thank you for the healing. Come on, that's crazy. They should know this and not heal him up by doing that. They're just healing him. That's not that much power in that. Let's just give some water here.
Soaking spray. Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
That's good enough. What?
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
There we go. As long as we're not in jeopardy, I will not use anything. It will just take a little longer, but no jeopardy, no loss. Okay, we actually have this. Let's try with this one. Okay, that's a little bit more than the other. There we go. Come on. Hammer time tripping.
As thrilling as the stage.
Oh, come on, that's not good. Because missed. Oh no, oh no, stay away, stay away. Whoa, he could actually do that. A slap long range.
Time of your death.
Okay, that's
is
a
at
good
hand.
experience. Okay, and then they get poisoned. No, 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 no. They can reach pretty far with this. That I did not know. Oh, 100 and something. Okay, I still got 2 I can move. Okay, that was stupid. Immune to that, okay. And bleeding too. Let's heal her.
Into the fray once more. Death is its own deliverance.
There we go. And another. You just go in there, nice, and kill the. That's good.
Vanquish them!
Okay, that's nothing. What about freezing it? Okay, that actually works. And I'll try charm it now. Let's just move it. Oh, that was a big shot there. Another big shot. And there we go. Let's see here. That's good. Everything's burning now. Scope. A red weathered brass scope that extends the range of what you can perceive, useful for sighting enemies from a distance. Okay, that sounds pretty nice. How can they have gold? Or maybe these guys do have gold.
Oh!
Okay, he said that. Nope. Okay. And jelly something.
I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready.
Okay. Let's move back then. Let's look at the experience. 53,000. Oh, we are so close to this place.
In the name of the goddess, halt! Who goes there?
A source
In
hunter.
that case, you can rest easy, Hunter. There is no source to be found here. Only the glory of Immaculate.
Okay, there. I thought evil was coming from this place here. I just tried to
Why,
pressure them a little bit.
Silver Glen, of course. Once the abode of miners, now the abode of the faithful. We have traded the search for silver for the pursuit of divinity. I'm sure this sounds strange in what are strangers' ears, but you must know that but a short while ago a frightful sickness felled us by the dozen, until she who speaks for the goddess brought us a cure. She
Okay.
showed us how we may
Who's that?
overcome the frailty and even the decrepitude of our mortal bodies. That is why we now live a life of devoutness and civility, so that we may become immaculate. But I suggest you talk to Father Loic if you want to learn more about the ways of the goddess. Be welcome, therefore, to Silverglen. Blessed be all Immaculates.
Okay, that sounds a little bit...
The Immaculates here seem to be a friendly enough
Oh,
bunch.
experience.
Being the operative word, let's
Yeah.
remain vigilant.
The degenerates here claim they have been cleansed. But I can still smell the stink of persisting putrescence wafting from their grimy flesh. Silverglen. This place sickens me.
I see no evidence of sickness around me. Why took
As
it
you
so
know,
hard
I
so?
once carried the burden of disease upon emaciated shoulders. Perhaps I had better explain in greater detail. Yes, let's get this over with.
Let's...
Good. No use in
That was good enough. There we go. Let's just give that hit to...
Over here, Hunter.
Send to homestead. Ah, I can send things to our homestead. Nice. That is really good. Actually, if we have too much issues... Over here, Hunter. You said that.
Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Who are you?
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is
the
spokesman
holy
for the
conduit?
goddess
Oh, no.
herself.
I'd like to ask
Then
a
it
question
shall
about
be
this.
my
Who are
pleasure
the
we are the
Macquarits?
chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul.
Okay, let's
And
discuss.
you find yourself in the goddess's temple, therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome, read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment.
Okay, could you tell me a little bit
Conduit,
more
yes.
about that?
She, the most exalted
Conduit.
of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station.
Okay, I'd like to hear about
The
her.
goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind. But immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us. Do you hold it to be true, O seeker, that you are ready to be tested? A most
Maybe
your
later.
unpreparedness disappoint.
Give me the strength, O goddess, to become enlightened.
Psst. Over here, Hunter.
Oh,
It's
talk to him.
Source Hunter. You've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates.
What do you make of
They're
these
thick
Immaculates?
as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners, to have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
Which ancient teachings do you
Haven't you
mean,
heard
yeah?
them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. but I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true.
Since you've been scouting the place, perhaps you can tell me a little bit about where I should start looking for shadow going on here. Shady going-ons.
I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silver Glen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim. Of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large.
Yeah.
If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's
Yeah, you said that before. Why are you walking around Silver in your cat
The
form?
advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about
True. True. Let's see what book we got here. The first book of Immaculates. Yeah, we can read that later if we want to. Oh, that was better. The lock came to us there. And when you have read it, then it's not the price worth, right? Whoa, it's much more worth. It's actually 1324. Let's read it again. And now it's 114. What? 40 is going on here. 400. What? This changes price every time I read it? I would like the 1300 price there. Oh, it's not even reading. It's a giant-changing book price here. Good question. Okay, that's 54. $92. I like the 1300 thing. Okay, let's just move a little bit around here. there's a new one.
Welcome, friend, to our sacred town. The conduit herself appeared here, and we...
At least they don't have that distinct underside of a bridge aroma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
But he was saying we had to find which cabin. Okay, let's try to do that first. And then
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
tree trunk. North, Silverstein, East, Forest, Mines, Crystal, South. Oh, Augmenter. Okay, it's straight line to this place here, and look at all the blood.
I'm fine.
You there, your knightship. Oh, please come to our aid.
What are you doing here?
Refugees, my liege. Two of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglen, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Oh, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself.
Tell me about
it was
this.
Not but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. Well, we got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us.
Okay, source hunters. Let's discuss
Bravest
Alfie.
beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more, which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your knightship?
Knightship.
Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without. Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglen, your knightship.
Okay.
For it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy and a new... Without
Nice.
Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear. And the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work.
Okay.
He needs... Well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglen.
I'm ready to
We
escort
are,
you.
my liege. Though, like I said, it would grieve us.
You're right. We should heal
You're
Alfie
right.
first.
We should
Indeed,
try to heal Alfie
he carries your
first.
belongings after all.
Indeed.
I'm glad you've agreed Alfie needs to be saved before we can depart. Please leave no stone unturned in your search for a concoction that will heal his wounds.
Okay, we need to find that.
Needs any discernible
But that will
flavour,
probably be
really.
next time instead. Okay. Okay, maybe we should wait with this.
Did you see that? A shadow just sprang to life.
Strange magic indeed. Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Oh, we got something here. It looks like we have to go all the way around. But I will stop just outside it. Okay, let's just stay here and see what's going on there. That did not sound good. But thank you for watching, and let's see what we can do next time with this thing here.